Hello designers, welcome to Luchi's Fashion Empire. I posted a picture on how to achieve a particular pleated sleeve. So right now I'll be explaining to us how to achieve that design. Okay, so this is my sleeve pattern. Okay, you can see this is my cap height, right? Okay, so for you to achieve that sleeve, that pleated sleeve, you need your sleeve pattern on asymmetric. Asymmetric I mean is your full, the length and everything, like full sleeve pattern. Okay, so we're going to be working on this, and I will show us how to achieve this pleated sleeve. Secondly, I will be posting mine own pleated sleeve alongside on my Instagram page, and our Instagram account page is Luchi's_fashion_empire. So you might want to check it out. Okay, so we go ahead, we proceed with this. So I'll open up my pattern this way, right? Already we know that this is my cap height, so I'm going to be measuring my armhole on one side, either this way or this way. So I'll just find the mid or the center of my armhole, right? Okay, so to achieve that I have to measure. So this is my armhole. This is 8 3/4 divided by 2 is 4 3 8. Okay, so this is my mid armhole for one side. Okay, so I'll open up, come to the other end, right? So this is the center for this other side. So this other end towards my side line, I will come down 3 or 4 inches as the case may be. Okay, so this is 4 inches. I'm working 4 inches, and I'll be connecting from my 4 inches all the way to my mid armhole. Okay, so you can decide anyhow you want to draw your lines, but you know, I want my own to be a little bit curvy, Okay, so I'll connect it like this. Okay, so I've connected it, and then I'm going to draw my slash lines first. Okay, if you want to slash, it depends on how much you want to pleat. Okay, but you know, if you want your pleats to be very visible, you should pleat from 1.5 and above. Okay, if your spacing is like 1/2 inch or 1 inch, most times the pleats doesn't really come out well. Okay, so I'm going to be slashing these lines, and then after slashing I will show us how I achieve that. Okay, so like I said, I was going to slash. Don't forget, this is my asymmetric sleeve. Okay, and this is the mid armhole to the side line that I slashed. Okay, so as I slashed like that, I needed a paper to put underneath to hold down my slashed areas. Okay, so what I did was, after I slashed from my armhole down to my 4 inches on the other side, I had this. Okay, so this area that I cut out, the upper part that I cut out, I had to slash and spread them with like 1.5, some are 1 inch. I just distributed it, you know, like I said, it all depends on how wide you want to slash your sleeve, or anything, any part of your dress you're slashing at all. Depends on how wide you want it. So me, I like my pleats very pronounced, so if you look closely, these are like 1.5 inches spacing. And secondly, I made here, I didn't slash up to the end. Okay, actually I slashed up to the end, but you have to close it a little bit. Okay, because this is what will hold this other pattern, the lower pattern, with the pleated area. Okay, so after you've done this, you can go ahead to cut out. So I'll be showing us how I'm going to cut this out. I'll place it like that on my fabric, cut it out, and I'll pleat on the fabric before I remove my paper and my pins. Okay, so let's go ahead to cut this pattern out. Okay, if you don't get it, or you have questions, you can drop your questions. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, because I'll be dropping a lot of videos for us, free online tutorials for us. Okay, so you'd want to stay tuned and learn more. You're welcome to our fashion school. Okay, I'll be explaining to us how to cut this on our fabric. Okay, so this is what I have. This is what you should have when you're done drafting this pattern. Okay, so you don't want to, you have to give space, like trace and connect. You have to give space when you're, so I added like 1/2 inch around this while connecting. Now you have to pay attention to this other part here. Okay, this part this way, I didn't cut it because it's a base. That's what's holding this lower bodies, this lower part to this part. So all you need to do is cut on your pattern and then notch these areas. Okay, so what I mean is, even if you don't want to notch, the moment you cut, I normally leave my pattern on my fabric and then I start to pleat the areas. Okay, so I'll pleat this to this and I'll pin it down. Okay, I'll show us what we'll have at the end. Yeah, so I tried pleating it on the paper, but this is definitely how I'm going to be pleating it on my fabric. Okay, I like to use my paper, leave it on my fabric and pleat. That way I'm not taking in excess or less. Okay, so when you're done, you have to fold this way and stitch, and after stitching, that's all you have. You can use your lining to turn your sleeve, automatically comes back to your normal sleeve, but with this beautiful pleats that you have. Okay, so I would like you guys to try it out and tell me, send us pictures.